What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, and we are here today because we're going to be taking on the Battle Maison. And we are going to be doing singles, of course, but before we can do the super singles, we do have to get a 20 win streak in the normal singles. So that is going to be the goal of this video, and I've got some lower tiered Pokemon because it's just normal singles before we start going all try hard in the upcoming episodes or videos or whatever you want to call it. But this is going to be probably between a half an hour and 45 minutes to just run through the 20 game win streak that we're going to need. And we will see what happens. Anyways, we're getting started today. Just a friendly reminder, of course, if you would like to show your support, feel free to do so by clicking that like button right below this video, or you can leave your thoughts in the comment section below. All of that is appreciated. Now, let's take a look at the team, which is all RU and below, I believe. We've got Fuzzy the Electivire with an E-Belt because I don't like the recoil from the Life Orb. We got Wild Charge, Hidden Power Grass, EQ, and Ice Punch. So we will not get walled by things like Flygon and such, which are somewhat common. And we have a Naive Nature because we don't want to decrease the power of Hidden Power Grass in case we run into any, stray Quagsires or Whiscash or whatever. Then we've got Stu here, the Choice Scarf Sawk with Sturdy, so we have a built-in Focus Sash with Close Combat, Knock Off to hit Ghosts, Ice Punch again for the extra coverage, hits Flying types as well that resist Close Combat, and Poison Jab is there exclusively for Fairy types. And last but not least, we're bringing a Mega Glalie with Ice Shard, Return, Explosion, which should be fun, and Spikes, just because. I guess I could be running Freeze Dry there. Spikes probably won't get any use because it's the Battle Maison and it's 3v3, but that's just what I had on this Glalie. I don't think it's going to be a problem either way. So that is the rundown of the team, and we're not going to be changing anything, but I will change the music. So I don't want to listen to number one. Do we only have the 4 choices? We do. Okay, I'm just going to choose music number 4 because I feel like that would be pretty cool. So these are our choices: single, double, triple, rotation, multi. We're just going to choose single, participate. And I'm assuming the first, 15 battles or so are going to be really, really freaking easy. So we're just going to fly through. And we may get to, the 20-minute mark and be at Battle 15, and then have the remaining battles take quite a while, because it's going to get more difficult as we get towards the end, which makes sense. We need to save our game. I am going to lead off with the Evire just because of its ridiculously good coverage. There's not many things that it just can't hit super effectively. So, with that being said, Electivire should be able to sweep through a lot of teams just by himself. Unfortunately, he can't take hits, though, so that could be a problem. Anyway, so we're going to start things off here. I like this music. This is the gym leader music. Not bad. Alrighty, so we have Snubbull, level 50, no Intimidate. So I think we can just go for a Wild Charge because it's a Snubbull, and it's going to die. Oh, it didn't die! Oh, jeez, this is not a good start. What? A Snubbull, is that Eviolite? Is that Eviolite? Thankfully, he only went for Bite, and that really didn't do too much. We're still above half, but jeez. What is with the Snubbull? I don't understand. I just don't understand. So Meryl is here. This just dies, probably to a Hidden Power Grass, but I don't want to risk it after seeing that Snubbull live a Wild Charge. So I will just go for the Wild Charge, and Meryl's going to go down. So we may just die to recoil. And it looks like we're going to, because Gothorita is out here, and we need to just go for Wild Charge again because it is Stab. And Gothorita has terrible defenses, at least physical defense, and he just goes down, and we actually do survive with 11 HP remaining. Not that it matters because that was his last Pokemon. So that was a relatively easy first battle, and Electivire, I think, is pretty promising. Because we can't hit Fairy types for super effective damage, but we do have the Poison Jab on Sawk to be able to handle that. So I'm feeling pretty confident. And then we also have the Ice Shard for priority on the Glalie if need be. And that will allow us to get our Mega off and get an increase in power and all that good stuff. So we see Shroomish starting things off here against our beautiful Electivire. I love Electivire. I really need to use it more often. But it's not fast enough. Base 95 speed with its defenses and its most powerful move being Wild Charge, it's just not enough. It's just not enough. So Flabébé is going to come out here. And we can just go for a wild charge on that. I don't know if it'll kill. Oh, it will, because it's a Flabébé and it's not carrying Eviolite. And we didn't really take that much recoil either. 26 HP, that's it. Hoot! It's the final Pokemon, so we will just go for Wild Charge again. Pretty sure an Ice Punch would kill from there. And by from there, I mean full health. But yeah, Hoot's just gonna die. This is just gonna be Electivire killing things. The Electivire kills things video. At least for the first part. I thought about just doing all of this off screen and then just having the Battle Maison series thing just be super battles. Or super singles. Yeah, super battles. They're so super. What in the world was I saying? Oh yeah, I was thinking about just skipping over this just because a lot of it is just killing things in one hit. But I decided not to do that. I figured a nice extra little video here would be entertaining, so I went with it. So Bunnelby is here. I'll go for Ice Punch. Does this thing even have the ground typing, or is it just normal? I think it's just normal. So that was unnecessary. I could have went for Wild Charge, but Bunnelby is so frail that it just dies to an Ice Punch in the first place. Fletchinder. Okay, you're gonna die to a Wild Charge. You probably would also die to an Ice Punch, because Fletchinder is relatively frail. But yeah, that just goes down. We don't see any priority acrobatics or anything. I doubt that these things would have their hidden ability this low, because we're only on Battle 3. I know higher up, or at least in the Super Singles, it's a 50% chance that each Pokemon has its hidden ability. So it kind of sucks, because you never know which ability they're going to have, unless something like Intimidate shows up, of course. But that's the least of our worries, honestly, when it comes to the Super Singles and the Battle Maison. They just throw all kinds of nonsense at you. I haven't played it yet in Omega Ruby and Alpha... I'm sorry, I haven't played it in Omega Ruby yet. I played a lot in... whatchamacallit, in X and Y. So we will see how that goes. We will see how that goes. Stunky! We're going to send out our Electivire, and this is going to die to an EQ because it is Poison and Dark type. And you are not taking that. You are not taking that. Nope, 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 nope. I wonder what that thing was going to do to us. I was kind of thinking it might go for Sucker Punch, but that was not the case. Wingull! Okay, I believe we still outspeed this, at least I hope. And we could probably kill this with anything. Wingull is so ridiculously frail that it's just not even funny. So the Wingull's going to go down, and we're already down to the last Pokemon here. Not even bad. Electivire is putting in some work. Putting in the work. Hoot. What is it with all these Hoots? The Hoots are everywhere. They are everywhere. Boom. Goodbye, Hoot. Goodbye, we hardly knew ye. I don't know what you're going to do. I feel like you're going to do something cheeky like go for Hypnosis, like Hypnosis Dream Eater or something. Actually, I believe the final battle against the Chatelaine person, is it Nita? I think it's Nita in the singles. But she has a Purugly that has Hypnosis and Dream Eater. I don't know what else it has. Probably Shadow Ball. And I don't know what else. But yeah, special Purugly, because why not? Why not? I don't have anything immune to sleep, though, so that could be an issue. But I do have Sawk, which can just OHKO a Purugly, so that's good. So we see Carvanha leading things off here. We should outspeed this, I would think. And we can just go for EQ, because Carvanha has literally no physical defense. So I could sneeze on it, and it would die. That's exactly what happens. Not the sneezing part, but the it dying thing. That thing. Poliwag. You mean Poliswag? We'll go for the Hidden Power Grass. That should kill it. And yeah, you're not taking that. Goodbye, Poliwag. We hardly knew ye. I don't know why it can't just be a Poliwhirl. Why do we have to have all these, like, extremely baby-ish Pokemon? That sentence made no sense. We're gonna go for a Hidden Power Grass on this Almanite, as the based Helix is going to just fall over and be dead. So what battle was that? Was that 5? So we're already a fourth of the way there. We are moving kind of quickly, and I'm pretty happy about it. Let's see. Still 1 BP, but that doesn't tell me anything, because we don't start getting 2 until Battle 11. That was Battle 5, so we're up to Battle 6. What is this place? It doesn't have the aroma of a fairy tale at all. I know, that's so upsetting. It is so upsetting. So, Fairy Tale Girl Blondine is going to send out an Oddish. Okay. We can just go for an Ice Punch to kill this thing. I'm a little bit afraid to do that just because of Effect Spore. And I did not pronounce that correctly because I almost sneezed at the same time. Effect Spore. Yeah, so with my luck, I would just fall asleep, but we kind of got lucky there. So Litleo is here, and it has a Nerve. That doesn't do anything because we're not carrying a berry, so we could just go for an EQ, and that's going to just die because it's a Litleo. And last but not least, we see Cherrim, so finally a fully evolved Pokemon, but it's just a Cherrim. And Ice Punch probably still just OHKOs this. To be honest, yep, you're not taking that. That was not even a crit. It's just the power of E-Belt Electivire. Yes, so we haven't even gotten to see any of our other Pokemon in action. I guess I could have led off with, I don't know. What else would I lead off with? I mean, I don't really want to lead off with a Choice Scarf Pokemon because then you have to lock yourself into something, and the Battle Maison is great for counter-teaming you, so if you lock yourself into close combat, they'll be like, oh, look, we have 5 Ghastlies, even though we're only allowed 3 Pokemon. So, yeah, I don't really like doing that. I like keeping that Choice Scarf in my back pocket. And so that's what we wanted to do. And Glalie has like no coverage. It's just ice. It's just ice. So Electivire has the best coverage. It hits so many things super effectively. I felt like that was just the way to go. As we see Pancham here. Okay. I am just going to Wild Charge you. You are just going to get Wild Charged. Bam. That did not kill. That did nothing. Wow. That did absolutely nothing. Does this thing just have really high defense and HP or something? As he goes for the crunch and gets the defense drop, which is unfortunate. I'll go for the EQ. That should take it out, and we don't have to take any more recoil. Goodbye, Pancham. I have no idea why you took that so well, unless that just happened to be max HP, max defense for some reason. But that crunch kind of did a lot, too. So, yeah, and it's not even stab, right? Pancham is just purely fighting. We're going to go for the Hidden Power Grass, and this thing's going to have Sturdy, and it's going to kill us. So we're going to see another Pokemon now, as he's going to hang on with the Sturdy, as I mentioned, and he's going to go for the EQ, and we do not have a Balloon. And even if we did, it wouldn't matter, because it would have been popped by the Crunch from the Pancham. So poor Electivire is going to go down, and we can go into Glalie and just Ice Shard, I guess. There's really no reason to go for anything else. I mean, I outspeed this thing, but doesn't it get Sucker Punch? I kind of just don't want to get hit by a Sucker Punch just because. I don't want to take that damage if I don't have to. I could set up spikes, too, if I really wanted to, because this thing probably can't kill me in one hit, but it's not worth it. Oh, he's going to go for the Protect. That's one thing that I really hate about the Maison, is that they just spam Protect. Like, random Pokemon just have Protect. It just makes no sense on the sets that they're running. Like, half of them don't even have Toxic or Leech Seed or anything, so they're not stalling for anything. They're just going for freaking whatever. Okay. So Honedge could be a problem because Gyro Ball OHKOs Glalie, I'm pretty sure. We'll go for a return for damage, and that does well over half, so we're good as we get a crit. He's going to go for the Swords Dance. Shadow Sneak at +2 will not kill me. So we are in a fantastic position here. What is this? Quick Claw Honedge, and he's going to go for Iron Head, and we're dead. Are you freaking kidding me? Is this really going to start before we even get to Battle 10 on the normal singles? Quick Claw Honedge. We have our Sturdy, but I really need to hope that this thing doesn't just get it again and freaking flinch us, as thankfully he does not get the activation on it. And we're going to knock off, get rid of his Quick Claw, and finish him. I can't believe I almost lost to freaking Quick Claw Honedge. That is sad. That is really sad. But that probably is going to be nothing compared to some of the things that we're going to run into. Because I've run into a lot of things. I have run into a lot of things, and it's kind of scary. Stockpile Lantern. That's ended my runs before. Stockpile Lantern. They just raise their defenses and then you can't hit them. Speed Boost Blaziken, that's another one that's given me some issues before. Oh, I'm not looking forward to it. Maybe I'll have better luck now that I'm doing it on Omega Ruby instead of Alpha Sapphire. So we'll see. I don't know. Esper goes down. I think I said earlier that I never played it in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I completely made that up. That's not what I intended to say. I meant that I have never played it on this specific cartridge. I've played it on Alpha Sapphire. I just didn't do a series on it or anything. And in fact, that's how I get most of my PP, to be honest. So yeah, Glameow is here. As I'm just lying to you guys over and over again here. You never know what is the truth. So we're just going to go for Wild Charge. I have no idea where those last couple of sentences came from. I think I'm just tired, and Glameow's going to die. And a little bit irritated that we almost lost a Quick Claw Honedge. The salt is already beginning to build up just a little bit. The fact that we saw a Quick Claw Honedge is just disgusting. Completely disgusting. So that was Battle 8, I think? Yeah, next is Battle 9. So we're almost halfway through, and we're only like 16 minutes into the video, so that's not too bad. That is not too bad at all. But I'm pretty sure the last 5 battles or so are going to kind of go by slow-ish, because it's going to be a lot more difficult than what we're dealing with now. So Pansage. Okay, you're just going to die to an Ice Punch. I do not believe you outspeed me because your evolution has base 101 speed, so you're probably base like 70 or something. Yeah, Ice Punch is just an Oko, and the Pansage goes down, so that's cool. Litleo, we've been seeing a lot of those as well. That was not Unnerved, so it must have been Moxie, because I'm pretty sure it's only those 2 abilities, right? No, actually it could be Rivalry, right? Rivalry, Moxie, and... yeah, Unnerved. Now it makes sense. Phantump with Frisk. He's going to Frisk our Expert Belt. Not that that matters. I will go for the Ice Punch. And that just kills. I was kind of not expecting that. Even though it is super effective and boosted by the E-Ball and all that stuff, I kind of figured that Phantump would be able to take that. But apparently Electivire is just too powerful. So we're moving on to battle number 10. We'll see if it gets a little bit more difficult as we move into the double digits here. We shall see. Fair and square, don't make me laugh. There's no point to battles if you don't want to win. Well, I guess. I mean, winning isn't everything. But in the Maison, it kind of is. And they kind of prove that with all the sets that they bring. So we do see a Ghastly. And does this thing have base 100 speed? I think it has base 100 special attack, not speed. I'm going to go for Wild Charge. So, yeah, it just dies to that because Ghastly has really bad physical defense. So that is fun. And doesn't have much HP either from the looks of it because we didn't take much recoil there. Houndour is here, and I'm just going to go for an EQ, which should take you out because I'm pretty sure Houndoom's base physical defense is like 40 or 45 or something like that. So Houndour can't be that much either. And we see Grimer coming out here, which might take this EQ. It does have much higher special defense. And nope, doesn't matter. You're just dead. You were just dead. If that was a Muck, you'd probably take it. Because Muck never dies in one hit. It just doesn't. You just can't kill it in one hit. It just doesn't happen. So that does it for the first 10 battles. We are halfway done at the just about 19-minute mark. So that's pretty good, especially because it took us a couple minutes to get started. Because I was going over the team and junk. Defeat is not a dish on my bill of fare. Well, okay then. You're going to have to make room for it because you're about to be defeated. Chef Herb. Or Chef Herb. I'm not sure how that should be pronounced, but he's going to lead off with Poliwag. We have Electivire. And I guess we could just go for Wild Charge. Because this thing doesn't have much HP. We're not going to get a lot in the terms of recoil, and I do not want to be put to sleep by a rogue Hypnosis or something. So, Phantump again. We're seeing a lot of repeat Pokemon. Litleo, Phantump, and Poliwag we've seen a couple of times. So, Ice Punch just kills again, so he's down 2 Pokemon just like that. Let's see, what do you have now? Froakie. Okay, I don't think this thing outspeeds me because Frogadier has base 95 speed. And you have a Rindo Berry. I should have went for Wild Charge. So he's going to take that Hidden Power Grass because he has a Rindo Berry. And he's going to go for the Waterfall. So we see Physical Froakie. That does a lot of damage. I know it's an Electivire, but still. We'll go for the EQ. And that is going to take the Froakie out. Its HP bar was dropping kind of slowly, so I was a little bit worried that for some reason he was going to take that. That would be really freaking sad on the part of Electivire. I mean, what is Electivire's base attack? Is it base 125 or 120? There's no way Froakie should be able to take that. So I don't even know what I was thinking. Moving on to the next battle. I hope the distance between us gets a little closer during this battle. Okay, that is a little bit creepy of you to say, but thank you very much. Punk Girl Kimberly, who's going to start off with a Pawniard. So, I don't know if EQ kills that. It does have pretty decent defense, physical defense that is. I don't have anything else to hit it. I'm not carrying Flamethrower, so I will just go for the EQ. Having Cross Chop here would come in handy, but it doesn't matter because we get a crit, and Pawniard's just going to go down. And thankfully we didn't have to get hit by a freaking Sucker Punch or anything. Venipede is here. This can have Speed Boost. I believe it also has Poison Points, so we may just get poisoned after this Wild Charge. And somehow it takes that. I was not expecting Venipede of all things to take a Wild Charge, but okay. He's going to go for the Payback. That doesn't do very much. And we probably should just go for EQ in case he is Poison Point, just to be safe. Just to be safe, because with my luck, that is when I would be poisoned. I don't think it would matter too much, unless I'm about to get swept by something, but still. Spinarak, yeah, that's not that threatening. That might just die to a Wild Charge, and I'm going to go for it, because I'm not afraid of Spinarak. Yeah, it just dies. We haven't run into any Focus Sash Pokemon either, although that would give this team a little bit of trouble, I would expect. Something like Focus Sash Gengar, which is actually very common in the Maison. Of course, we haven't gotten to the point where we're seeing fully evolved Pokemon yet either, so why would we be seeing Focus Sash Gengar? The answer is we wouldn't, and I am just spewing nonsense at this point. My Pokemon will chump yours. You can bet on losing, says battler number 13. Artist Rusty, who's going to start off with a Piloswine. Well, okay then. That is a really bad matchup for us. Because I don't have Flamethrower and I don't have Cross Chop, so I cannot hit this thing for super effective damage outside of Hidden Power Grass, and that's not enough. I don't really have a switch in either. I think our best bet is to just do as much damage as we can and die to an EQ, which sucks, but I don't have a switch in. I don't want to break the sturdy on Sawk either. So that does over half. And EQ is just going to kill us off here. As my cat is like deciding he wants to sniff the mic, so you probably could hear that. So yeah, sniffing noises, that was not me. Stu's going to come out here and we can go for a close combat. The reason I didn't want to go into Glalie is because if this thing has thick fat, I don't necessarily know that a Piloswine would die to that. Die to a return, I mean. So he goes into Girder. This is not good. We still have our Sturdy, though. This could be a problem, actually. We're going to go over the close combat, see how much that does. Wow. He takes that with about 25% remaining. He goes for Dynamic Punch because he's a bad person, and he misses because we are lucky. And we're going to finish him off. So I think we're going to get a win here now because we still have our Focus Sash intact. As long as this is not a Ghost type. And it is Heliolisk, that's just going to die to a close combat. Unless this thing is Scarfed. And even still, yeah, it was still going to die. Either way, because we were going to be able to take a hit. He would have to be Scarfed, go for T-Bolt, get the Para, and then have me be fully paralyzed. Then we would be in trouble. Then we would be in trouble indeed. So that's going to be it for that battle. That was a little bit scary. If that Dynamic Punch had hit, we would have been in trouble. Because I don't know that I'd really want to switch in Glalie on a Girder. So, I mean, to be fair, even if Sawk killed himself in confusion or whatever, we could have went into Glalie, finished off the Girder, and then hopefully beaten the Heliolisk, I would think. I mean, in fact, Return might just be a one-shot. I don't know. That was kind of random, though. Now we're back to not fully evolved Pokemon. What is going on here? What is going on here? I mean, I know he had a Girder and a Piloswine, but still. I'll just go for EQ. I don't think Wild Charge is going to kill because Grumpy has pretty decent physical defense. Actually, that may have killed with Stab. That may have killed. Either way, he goes for the Swords Dance, so he's getting a little greedy. And I will go for an EQ because you do not outspeed anything. You are Skorupi. So you're just going to die. So we get out of that without any recoil, which is great. Larvitar is here. Larvitar does not have Sturdy, so we can just go for the Hidden Power Grass, which is 4 times super effective, and you're just dead. You're just dead. I was kind of expecting that to be a Pupitar, but no. So now we have Kricketune here, and I don't know if that'll die to a Wild Charge, but I'm just going to go for it. And no, wow, that really didn't do that much at all to a Kricketune, and we see a Citrus Berry? Is that what this is? Yeah, Citrus, okay. Citrus Kricketune, and he's going to go for the Taunt. I don't know why you would do that, because Electivire almost always just has 4 attacking moves, just because it's an Electivire. And we're just going to finish off the Kricketune with a Wild Charge, which is good stuff. And was that Battle 14? I don't even know. I think that was Battle 14. So we've got 6 battles left. We're moving along here. We are moving along. 2 more battle points. Battle 15 coming up. All right. That's what I like to see. First comes practice, second comes slacking off, third and fourth come panic and more panic, fifth comes battle. Well, okay. I mean, thanks for the little list there. It's very nice. Rising Star Tybalt, who's going to start off with an Esper. And we killed one of these earlier with a Wild Charge. So I'm feeling pretty confident. I'm feeling pretty confident that we're just going to kill this with a Wild Charge. Now, I'm thinking in the future episodes, or future Battle Maison videos, I don't know if you can even really call it a series, but I'm thinking about doing 5 per video. This is just something different because we can fly through the battles very quickly. I don't want all the videos to be like 40 minutes or whatever. So as Meryl comes out here, we're just going to kill that with a Wild Charge. So that's the plan. I'm building a team as we speak. It's not quite done yet as far as the breeding. I mean, of course, by the time you watch this, it's probably done. But I think what I'm going to do is just have a team of 6 Pokemon and kind of shuffle it around a little bit. So we have 2 separate teams of 3, and then every other episode, you know, we switch teams. So, yeah, that would be... this feels kind of like a good idea. And at least try to get up to 50. That would be the goal. So I'm going to be bringing like some full try-hardish stuff. I'm breeding a Blaziken as we speak. I mean, Torchic, I guess. So that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. I get to use Pokemon that I would never be able to use otherwise, like Greninja. I kind of miss using Greninja. I've got an interesting set that I'm working on for that. Blaziken, like I said. Thinking about, I don't know what. I don't know what else I'm going to add yet. I'll figure something else out. So we have Girder again, and I can't OHKO this thing because it's just stupid bulky. So I'll go for Wild Charge just for as much damage as possible, and that barely does half. Wow, so EQ wasn't going to do half. And this time he's going to hit a D-Punch. Probably Iron Fist too, so I'm just dead. That HP bar was dropping so fast. I just lost to a freaking Girder. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So I could go out into Sawk and close combat, but he still has 2 other Pokemon. I don't want to lock myself into a move at this point if I don't have to. So I want to save that. I'll go into Glalie and get my free Mega off because I can. It's a Girder. Don't go for Mach Punch. Thank you. Just stay in and keep spamming Dynamic Punch. I know you want to do that. So we're going to kill you with a return. And we'll see what he wants to go into. Another Piloswine. Again? With the Girder Piloswine teams? Why is this the thing? Now I'm in a bad spot. Close combat kills this thing in 1 hit, but I have to break my Sturdy. I don't want to do that. I'll go for a return. There's no way that was Thick Fat. Wow, that did so much damage. And he goes for Hail, which makes absolutely no sense. Is this like Hail Blizzard Piloswine? Is that really what this is? So I'll just go for Ice Shard and finish you off. In case you wanted to go for Ice Shard and get chip damage. It's not happening. Not happening. So we're not going to get hurt by the hail because we are an ice type, so that's great. And Quilladin is going to come out. Okay, that's cool because we can just finish this off with an explosion, and it'll be fun. So, oh, just kidding. Just kidding. I got predicted. I forgot. Things just love to spam freaking protect for no reason. Unbelievable. So we're dead. And the hail will buffet this. We should be okay. Even a defensive Quilladin is not going to take 2 poison jabs. But, is that lefties? Lefties Quilladin. Alright. If I lose to lefties Quilladin, I quit. I quit life. I guess I could go for Ice Punch, but the poison could be very useful, especially because he is going to be getting lefties and protecting. That does like 80% basically, and we get the poison, which is great, as he's going to go for the Leech Seed, so that's the kind of person you are. You are a Protect Leech Seed kind of person. But the Hail is going to nullify the lefties, and the poison will almost nullify the Leech Seed. Not quite, but it will. Or I'm sorry, not quite, but close enough is what I meant to say. Not quite, but it will makes absolutely no sense. So I don't know why I said that, but I've been saying a lot of things throughout this video that don't make sense. So, yeah. He is going to go for the Protect. I knew that was coming. That's not going to help you, man. You're just prolonging the inevitable of this next Poison Jab taking you out. So we'll see how much health he has left, but Poison Jab did like 75% because this is Adamant Sawk, and Adamant Sawk just destroys lives. So you're not taking that. I mean, at least we're getting some Sawk screen time. That's pretty cool because Electivire has been steamrolling all of the battles pretty much, except for that one with the Honedge and the Geodude. And the freaking Pancham, whose Crunch did way too much damage. But finally, we're going to kill this thing after all of those Protect shenanigans. The Quilladin goes down. And so was that battle 16? So that kind of took up a lot of time. That was like a 6-minute battle, I think. Something like that. We received 2 battle points. Let's see what battle we're at. We are at 17. So yeah, that was 16. So we got 4 left. For the sake of your future, think about how you interact with your elders. Okay, I mean, I'm not really planning on interacting with you, I just plan on defeating you in battle, Charlotte. As we see Vigoroth come out here. Now, I don't know what this thing has. I don't know what this thing is going to want to do. I kind of want to just EQ it, though. That should be a 2-hit KO. I would think. And I don't want to take the recoil. Yeah, that does over half. And he goes for Flamethrower. Don't get a burn. Okay, thank you. Flamethrower Vigoroth. What am I witnessing right now? And he's going to withdraw. Are you going to go into a Levitator? Are you really? Carnivine. Yep. I should have went for freaking Wild Charge just to get some damage off on this thing in case it was Focus Sash. I was not expecting a switch, though. They don't switch very often. We do outspeed, though, and we can get off an Ice Punch. And it lives. And he's going to kill me with a Power Whip. Did that really just happen? Did that really just happen? I just got O-code by a Carnivine. Okay, what is life right now? So, Vigoroth is at 50%-ish. We're like 40% actually, it's below half. So, we're still in a good position here because we can Mega Evolve and get off an Ice Shard to kill this thing. I don't think it gets any priority. Does this thing get Sucker Punch? I mean, if it does, it doesn't matter because I went for Ice Shard, but the only priority I can think of it getting would be Sucker Punch. So the Ice Shard is going to kill this, and Vigoroth's going to come back out and just die to a return, I would assume. And then we'll see whatever her third Pokemon is. Carnivine with the Power Whip, getting the Oko. That's a little bit unexpected. Little bit unexpected. Poor Electivire, it gets killed by the weirdest things. So Vigoroth goes down to that return as expected, and we see Persian coming out here. Is this going to be like a Life Orb or a Silk Scarf type of set with Fake Out? Is that what's going to happen? Yep, they're going to go for Fake Out. Okay, that did 25 HP. That is kind of interesting. I'm just going to go for the return, and he goes for the Power Gem. Is that going to kill me? Mixed Persian. That did so much damage. Wow. That did a ridiculous amount of damage. Either way, the return is just going to Oko this Persian. Wasn't going to be that big of a deal because Scarf Sawk should have outsped it and killed it anyway. But that was That was interesting. Power Gem Persian. Dishing out loads of damage. I know it's super effective on Glalie, but for some reason I wasn't expecting it to do that much. So we're up to Battle 18. Isn't that nice? You're still a kid. I wish I could go back. Yes, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do, Beauty Belinda, who's going to start off with Frogadier. So base 95 speed, which means that we speed tie with this if it is timid or jolly, or naive, I guess, and max speed. But the chances of that are pretty slim, I would think. And even then, we still have a chance to win a speed tie. So, yeah, we're just going to go for the wild charge. We do outspeed it, and it is dead. Because it's a Frogadier, and you're not taking a wild charge from an Electivire. That's just not happening. Only 30 HP worth of recoil, too. Not bad. Sawsbuck is here. Another base 95 speed Pokemon, I think. So we'll go for Ice Punch. And that should OHKO, because Sawsbuck is pretty frail. It's a critical hit. Maybe that mattered. Maybe that mattered. If it had some HP investment, maybe it was going to live. Another Carnivine. And Ice Punch doesn't kill this thing, so are we going to die to another Power Whip? Is that really what's going to happen? And he lives with like the same amount of HP, so we got like the same roll. Goes for a Power Whip, hits it again, and we're dead. What is it with the Carnivines? They're just killing freaking Electivire left and right. I don't understand. I don't understand. This is her last Pokemon, though, so we can just go for Ice Shard. I'm not even going to bother Mega Evolving because it's not necessary. So Carnivine is gone, and we've got... Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that critical hit. Totally mattered. Totally mattered. The one on Sawsbuck may have mattered, but that one didn't. So we've got 2 battles left, because that was 18, I believe. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Next battle is number 19. Let's do this. You'd best not send out any weak Pokemon. Your opponent is my partner in construction. Well, alright then. Worker Plumber. Worker Plumber? His name is Plumber? I'm so confused. So confused. So he's got Frogadier, and we're going to lead off with Electivire. As always, I don't even know why I meant... never mind. That sense was not going to work out. So I just went for the Wild Charge and killed the frog thing. And we'll just leave it at that. We take the same amount of recoil. Piloswine, again, what is it with the Piloswines? This is like the 3rd or 4th one that we've seen. I don't understand why this thing is so popular. We'll go for the Hidden Power Grass because that should do half. Yeah, it does a little over half. And he's going to kill us with an EQ. So, Electivire did his job. He killed one Pokemon, severely damaged the other. Return from Mega Glalie should kill it from there, even if it is thick fat. So that will keep us from having to lock ourselves into a move with Sawk. And then we will see. We will see from there. Depends on what his last Pokemon is. This battle's actually going a little bit quicker than I had anticipated. So it's probably going to be about a 45-minute video, though, because we're at about 38 minutes at the moment, and we still have to do the final battle against Nita. And we see Gabite. Okay. Gabite it is. Are you going to protect... I don't know. Oh, you have a Yachi Berry. You have a Yachi Berry, so Ice Shard's not going to kill. Barely takes that, and he goes for the EQ. We should be able to take that. That does a little over half. That's not too bad. We can go for another Ice Shard, and that will take this thing out. So I guess I should have just went for a return because we outsped this thing. But, oh well. It's not going to matter. That just means that we got to hit it another time. And so that does it. We have completed all 19 battles. We just have to go up against the Battle Chatelaine. Chatelaine. I don't know how to say that word. I really don't. Chatelaine. That's what it looks like to me, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm saying I don't know a lot because I just am. So now we see the grand entrance of Nita. Hello. Are you going to say anything? Here she comes! Battle Chatelaine Nita! I was just assuming that that was an announcer or something saying that. So here she comes down the stairs. Hello, how are ya? In good form? I'm Nita. Welcome to me, Battle Maison, pet. Just call me pet? Who does that? I've not been to Hoenn in ages. Sure, I may be the youngest of us 4 Battle Chatelaine sisters, but I'm still a class trainer. What is a class trainer? Like first class trainer? I've been an owner of this Battle Maison this long time. Honestly, I am not telling fibs. Do you just not understand English? This grammar is like kind of hurting my brain. I'd be in charge of the single battles myself. Would you do me a favor? A bit of a match? You will? Grand. Then let's begin at once. Alright, let's do this. And in pure trolling form, Game Freak is going to hit us with the Battle Frontier music, which just, I don't have any words for that because I feel like I would get really salty. I feel like this was an extra below-the-belt hit, kind of like all the references to the Battle Frontier, but anyway. We have Wigglytuff starting things off. I'm going to Wild Charge. I don't think this thing can kill me in one hit. Focus Blast is not a stab move. We should be able to take that. Not well, but we took it. We see the... Oh, not Lefties. That's Shell Bell. Okay. Well, I'm just going to go for Wild Charge again and kill this thing. So this is one less thing that we have to worry about. She's got Grumpig and Purugly left. She's probably going to go into Purugly because it outspeeds. Yep. Grumpig would have been preferable because I could get a hit off on it before I died. But this is just going to kill me. I'll go for a Wild Charge. Oh, wait, we outspeed this thing. Purugly's definitely faster. Wow, that does so much damage, too. And we kill ourselves in the recoil. But I guess this is like a bulky Purugly with no speed investment. I don't know. We can kill it with an Ice Shard, though. So that's fantastic. And then we can either do a lot of damage to the Grumpig, or we can just go for Explosion on it. Honestly, I don't think it has Protect. So I think we have this in the bag, just because of the fact that this Purugly was not that fast. So Ice Shard, boom! Down goes the Purugly. This music is pretty awesome, I will say that. It just kind of irritated me. All of the references to the Battle Frontier just kind of made me salty. What can I say? I'm a bit of a fanboy when it came to that. So we will go for the Explosion because this thing has 4 attacks and Wise Glasses as its item, if I'm remembering correctly. And it's just going to die to that. Even with Thick Fat, I don't know if you're going to take that. And yeah, it's going to be a double whammy KO. Sawk does not even have to get into the battle. And with that, we have completed the normal battle, normal single battles. That was great fun. But then I know what you're on about. I do. What? You weren't really trying then. Is it not yourself who is Hoenn champion? Should we meet again, I'll be giving it me all. That just bothers me. That just bothers me that she talks like that. If you went to battle against me serious, you wouldn't be going astray to train up a bit. Thanks a mil. You come back again sometime. Okay, I will. I will, like, next episode. How about that? So off goes Nita. We're going to get our Pokemon all healed up by the lovely attendant here. And we're going to get a bunch of battle points for our victory against the Battle Shadow Lane. 20 BP. It's pretty awesome. Pretty freaking awesome. I do not want to save that as my battle video. I forgot I now have the versus recorder. Whoops. And now you can take on the consecutive super challenge, Young Master Culination. Cool beans. So that's what we're going to be doing next time. We'll be bringing a little bit more of a try-hard team, as I mentioned. And you'll get to see some stuff that you would never otherwise see on this channel. So that's something at least. And you get to see me be extra salty, as I'm sure I will be after getting hacked out by constant swaggers and confuse rays, among other things. But that's going to be it for this time. Thank you for sticking around if you made it through the entire video, because this is a long one. So hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, if you did, make sure you're leaving a like, rating, or a comment, or whatever you would like to do. And I will see you all next time. But until then, game on.